You can use your feet for leverage, and you can't see that, but I take my feet and I pinch it up against the ceiling, and then I use that to leverage myself backwards. So I'm leveraging myself through here, and I fit over.
This is so crazy to me, bro. Like, what are we doing? Do you have a family? Do you hate your wife this much? But when I sit and think about, as I'm watching these people cave dive, how do you have a penis?
What?
Just crazy.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
You know what I'm saying? Like, you going through creases and cracks, and then, like, you gotta sacrifice something just to get back. I'm pretty sure that's how a lot of them end up going. They're like, I ain't losing my dick.
Yo, Lulu.
Excuse me, bitch, I was running up a bag. Money on my shoulder, put designer on my ass. This shit too nice, but it's fucking up my head. So I be getting high, but I ain't popping fuckers in.
So I'm about to go cave diving pretty soon, probably this weekend, I don't know. So I decided to do some research to kind of ease my mind because I'm feeling a little nervous. And I stumbled across this video by good old Cheezoid, 6 terrifying cave moments caught on camera. Now, if you don't know, now you know who I am, bruh. Just make sure you tap in, hit that noti. It's your Uncle Lou. And you're here for the time, Brody. Now, without further ado, niece nephew, it's your Uncle Lou. Lou. Now, this should calm my nerves.
A YouTuber named Alex from the channel Cantrell Caving is known for exploring some of the most dangerous, narrow, and unpredictable cave systems in the world. But this time, his passion nearly cost him his life. On November 3rd, 2023, a group of 5 young men, including Alex and his close friend Jacob, set out to explore a cave they had never been in before. The plan was simple: follow the rope, reach the end, and document the journey. But nothing ever goes exactly as planned underground. At first, everything seemed fine. Headlamps on, boots laced, spirits high.
Oh my gosh, like, just the only crevice I want to be inside, that's water.
They moved deeper inside, unaware that the conditions had already changed, and fast.
Do it!
Stop it.
That's crazy though. And they're just going deeper.
Not long into their descent, they found themselves battling rising water.
I was just gonna say that. What if the water rises? Like, you have no out.
The cave's narrow passages were partially flooded, making every step harder and far more dangerous. The air was heavy with moisture, and the rocks were slick. Every step forward took them deeper, both into the cave and into the unknown.
I would never do this.
In a wetsuit, just asking for. It just stays. I'm asking for a friend. It just stays. Last minute emergency heat source.
They were still laughing, talking about reaching the end of the tunnel, but beneath the surface, tension was starting to build. Jacob, who had scouted part of the route ahead, tried to warn them. Some sections are completely underwater. You'll have to duck your head just to get through. There's no way to breathe in parts of it.
You're going sideways. I can't get Edward. Go Edward, go right. Go right.
They're so cool about it.
Still, the group pushed forward.
Like, if the police was chasing me, kind of like, what was that movie? Dufresne, the one with Andy Dufresne. I can't think of the name of the movie right now. But like, anyways, like, if I was in a situation where I'm trying to escape or the police was after me, I still wouldn't do this. Look at this guy. He's having the time of his life. But I would have had a panic attack.
Following the rope.
And I'm pretty calm in situations where it's dire, but I would have been freaking the fuck out. Like, cause come
hoping
on.
Nothing would go wrong. But as they went deeper into the flooded tunnel, fear began to show on Alex's face. His confidence faded. His movements grew tense.
I would have left my friends. I ain't
The water
gonna lie.
level kept rising until it filled his ears, and the only way to breathe was to tilt his head straight up toward the ceiling. The deeper he crawled, the more unstable he became, until suddenly, everything went wrong.
You going, Jacob?
Freaking out. Chill! Imagine a gator.
You're good.
He's stuck?
You're good. Oh my God! I'm coming out. All right.
One of Alex's friends panicked. Struggling to breathe,
Facts.
he grabbed onto Alex in desperation.
He didn't even
nearly
have to
dragging
do all
them
that.
both underwater. Cold, water, darkness, claustrophobia. In a cave, panic is your worst enemy. Despite the chaos, they somehow managed to keep their heads above water. Inch by inch, they pulled themselves back toward the light. By the time they reached an open space, both Alex and his friend were scraped, bruised, and completely exhausted. It could have ended very differently. They were lucky to survive.
And you know what's crazy about where they're at right here? Like in this open space?
It could have.
How do you know which way to go from here? You have to pick the right way. If you don't, oh my goodness.
Ended very differently. They were lucky to survive.
Bye, have a beautiful time.
You know
This
what I'm
man
saying?
was exploring a cave when he reached a dangerously narrow passage. Determined to push forward, he squeezed himself into the tight gap and nearly became stuck.
He's fucked.
The video was uploaded to YouTube on January 10th, 2022, under the title, Smothered in a Claustrophobic Cave. The man behind the channel, Caveman Hikes, has posted dozens of similar videos, where he successfully escapes caves after long and risky explorations. But in this video, things look far more tense.
So far, I haven't felt like that squeeze, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to take the light with me.
He by
That's the problem.
himself. Wait, is he trying to go down or up?
If I go Superman style, I can certainly get through, but then my clothes are going to bunch up, and it'll look cool on camera, but very uncomfortable bunching clothes up and backing up at the same time. So one of the nice things about these is you can use your feet for leverage, and you can't see that, but I take my feet and I pinch it up against the ceiling, and then I use that to leverage myself backwards. So I'm leveraging myself through here, and I fit over.
This is so crazy to me, bro. Like, what are we doing? Do you have a family? Do you hate your wife this much? Like, what are we doing? Like, this is what she thinks she thinks you're taking a walk by the library like you told her. Not doing this dumbass shit. Whoa.
Okay, it didn't look like I was gonna, but I'm pretty much. I just have a hard time leveraging myself to move myself over this knuckle. But it's gonna be a little lossy here.
For a while, he keeps trying to push deeper into the cave, but eventually realizes he's almost completely trapped.
Trying to give you a decent view
Oh my
of
god.
what's going on in my little
Don't go
gumdrop's
deeper.
life here. I'll bring you closer. There we go. So it's all about leverage, and I don't know where my feet are here, but I'm working my way through here as I
Why?
can. I can't turn and see. You see, this is the problem with the clothes bunching up. My knee pad's caught. Okay.
At that moment, he decides not to risk it any further and begins carefully backing out the way he came. Fortunately, he manages to escape without any injuries.
So he was trying to go up?
This story
Man, what the freak? This is worse. Like, what's so fun about this? You don't even know where you're going. I get it. It looks cool as fuck in theory, because it's like you're getting to do this and I get to watch it from here, you know, from Lowtone Studios. I'm not out here actually cave diving with them. But that's
comes
crazy.
from
Adrenaline junkie is crazy,
The
bro.
YouTube
Just go under your bed.
channel Action Adventure
That's
Twins,
not enough.
run by two brothers, James and Edward. Since early 2020, they've been exploring dangerous and extremely tight cave systems, documenting their underground adventures. But in March 2021, one of their expeditions brought them terrifyingly close to death. They decided to explore the well-known Pettyjohn Cave in Georgia. By that time,
This
they had
this is a famous cave this is where somebody I can't remember who, but it was somebody young. Like it was like face down. They
already
got stuck.
visited several sections
Or no, my bad. That's the Nutty Putty Cave.
of this sprawling
Nutty
maze-like
Putty.
cave
My
system. even discovering an underground waterfall during one of their previous trips. They felt confident enough to take on the challenges of this underground labyrinth. However, this time, their goal was one of the most difficult sections of the cave,
There's no map.
appropriately named the Nervous Breakdown.
This one's tight.
A title that perfectly describes the mental state of anyone attempting to pass through it. The beginning of the trip went smoothly. The brothers squeezed through a narrow entrance and reached the first open chamber of the cave. But soon, the passages began to narrow again, forcing them to crawl through tighter and tighter spaces. After about 25 minutes of crawling, they faced their first serious obstacle. A muddy chamber with a deep, narrow pit in the middle that had to be carefully skirted along the edge. One wrong move would mean falling into a tight shaft with almost zero chance of climbing back out. The slippery walls and lack of solid footing.
No way. What? That's just a That's why they say go at your own risk. It's just a cavern. And for anybody that's maybe come across this video, all two of you, if you ever come across this video and you actually see those ropes inside of the caves, those are ones that's already placed, or these are the ones that these people are placing?
Would make it nearly impossible to pull someone out.
Because then that
After
makes it more of
safely
a
passing
path.
this dangerous area, they finally reached the entrance to the infamous Nervous Breakdown. To their frustration, part of the surrounding area had collapsed, making it much harder to find a safe route forward. Rocks were scattered everywhere, narrow drops surrounded them, and pitch-black darkness filled the space. After a long search, Edward eventually located an entrance and decided to go down, leaving his brother above as a backup in case something went wrong. He had no idea that this decision would become one of the biggest mistakes of his life. After descending a bit deeper, Edward tried to contact his brother, but there was no response.
I found a rope.
Dog, it's dead silent. There's no reverb. Bro, that's what it sounds like. I would lose my mind.
I don't hear James anymore. Uh-oh.
He suddenly found himself in a nightmare scenario, lost in an unknown part of the cave with no way to communicate. At first, he tried to stay calm and continued moving, still hoping he would meet James somewhere ahead. But after 30 minutes of searching and calling out with no answer, the reality of the situation began to sink in. He knew that panic was the worst possible reaction, but anxiety was slowly taking over. After countless failed attempts to locate his brother, Edward decided to retrace his steps, only to realize how difficult that would be.
James!
Bro, you wasting your breath. Chill. I'm saying chill, like I wouldn't.
James! It's been like 30 minutes since I last saw him.
Fuck.
I don't even know where I'm at. I tried to go back to the last place I saw him, and everything just looks the same.
Yeah, it's fucking rocks.
It's just a jumbo maze.
Every direction looked exactly the same in the dim light of his headlamp. Narrow tunnels and uneven rock walls offered no landmarks to help him remember where he had come from. With every step, the situation became more desperate.
Maybe he wasn't paying
A single
attention.
wrong choice could leave him wedged in a passage too tight to escape. Or worse, he could fall into a hidden fissure. Even without physical injury, it would be easy to wander in circles until exhaustion took over. The recording, which began with excitement as he entered the Nervous Breakdown, could have ended as a tragic documentation of his final moments. After what felt like endless wandering in circles, Edward finally spotted a small but familiar detail. A piece of marker tape he had noticed earlier on his way down. Following it, he was finally able to find his way back.
James!
You lucky bitch. Hey, this bitch so fucking lucky.
You're over here?
Let's see James' reaction.
Dude. This place is a maze, man.
Oh, hey, I see your light.
Dude. I thought we were never gonna see each other. Dude, I know.
So casual about it. What the fuck? Yo, y'all folks are funny as hell. You're like, y'all almost went missing in a cave. And you think bro would eventually leave you?
Uniting, the brothers stayed together for the rest of the expedition and eventually made it safely out of the cave without serious injuries. This experience didn't stop them from exploring caves.
That would've
They
stopped me.
continue to upload videos to their YouTube channel, but now they do so with far more caution and much better preparation.
Bullshit. It's simple. To me, this is just pure luck. There's no real training for, like, you can train how to get through crevices and shit, but the earth is always going to change. It's always going to form differently. And you're not fucking constantly looking at underground caves to know what's shifting and what's not, or what's, wow, crazy. I would never. Imagine an earthquake when you're cave diving.
The following story took place in January 2014, when a group of cave explorers set out to conquer Lost John's Cave in Lancashire, England. This impressive cave system stretches for about 3 miles, with known depths reaching around 700 feet. Most of the team had years of caving experience behind them, and, like many seasoned explorers, they were confident in their abilities. They carefully prepared for the expedition, studying maps, planning their route, and packing the necessary gear. But in the world of caving, there is a brutal truth. When something goes wrong, no amount of planning can guarantee safety. Even the most experienced explorers can find themselves in life-threatening situations. That is exactly what happened to one member of the group, Bob Johnson.
Bob looked like he having the time of his fucking life. No! What the fuck?
What?
Like, oh, Bob, no. No, Bob looks stuck as fuck.
That is exactly what happened to one member of the group, Bob Johnson.
OG Bobby
At first,
Johnson.
the expedition went smoothly. The team moved deeper into the cave, using their equipment to overcome each obstacle. But everything changed when they reached a section known as the Tube, an extremely narrow passage that required crawling forward on their stomachs. To make matters worse, part of the passage was filled with water, making visibility and breathing even more difficult. Despite the dangerous conditions, the group decided to continue. The thinnest member went first and managed to squeeze through.
Wait. You know, one thing I think about when I'm watching this too, like how do they map this? Like, how do they actually map this? After somebody goes through every section, is somebody like, you know what I mean? Like, how are they mapping? How are they mapping this shit out? How are cave divers mapping it out? This shit don't make no sense. Oh, that's crazy. They like professional sketch artists. They have to be. I think about that with the U.S. map too. Whatever.
Bob Johnson went next, and he was far less fortunate. At first, he made steady progress through the tube, but soon he began to struggle, even in the slightly wider sections.
Oh, he's stuck.
Somehow he reached the narrowest part of the passage, and that's where his luck ran out.
Bob, bald-headed ass. Come on, Bob.
He became completely wedged from the waist down, and every attempt to free himself only made things worse. Being stuck in such a tight space is already horrifying. The feeling of solid rock squeezing your body, the walls closing in, you can't move, you can barely breathe, and panic begins to creep in.
Oh, the water's filling
Bob,
up.
The nightmare was just beginning. On top of being trapped, he now had to face a far more terrifying threat: rising water.
Yeah,
Water makes any caving trip infinitely more dangerous. In a dry cave, even if you get stuck, at least you have time to think, time to plan. But when
Bruh, and can I say this too? I know I keep pausing it, but like, I simply wouldn't go cave diving just for the fact I have a penis. Like, I don't know if that's crazy to say, but when I sit and think about, as I'm watching these people cave dive, how do you have a penis?
What?
Just crazy.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
You know what I'm saying? Like, you going through creases and cracks, and then, like, you got to sacrifice something just to get back. I'm pretty sure that's how a lot of them end up going. They're like, I ain't losing my dick. It ain't going to be me. Shit. Crazy as fuck.
When water starts rising, the situation becomes deadly within minutes. Imagine freezing water slowly climbing up your body while you are trapped in solid rock, unable to move. The terror is indescribable. Bob knew he had only a short time before drowning became a real possibility, and he fought desperately to free himself.
Bob,
but the water soaked through his clothing, making him heavier, and his escape attempts even more hopeless. Just when the situation seemed completely hopeless, one of the team members had an idea.
They pulled him back?
The idea that would ultimately save Bob's life.
They pulled him back.
Yeah, it looks tight. Billy, I get it.
Yeah, Bob, you stay your ass here. We gonna keep going. That would be fucking crazy. Can you imagine?
Pull in.
Instead of trying to push him forward, the team members behind him began carefully pulling him back the way he came, and it worked. Bob was finally freed, though his ordeal was far from over. Later, he shared in the comments that he and the 2 teammates who rescued him had to crawl for another 3 hours to escape the cave through an alternative route. This incident left such a deep psychological scar that even today, Bob says he can't watch the footage from that day without experiencing severe anxiety.
I would never go.
This unsettling video was filmed by Jacob, an
oh my gosh, this is like the Paris catacombs. Is this what I'm looking at right now? We're about to see our y'all watch that movie Descent? That's what this is. Creatures under the caves.
Explorer obsessed with uncovering the secrets of abandoned mines. For nearly 20 years, he had descended into forgotten tunnels, documenting his journeys and sharing the hidden history of these places with his viewers. But this time was different. This time he encountered something he would never forget. On the cold, rainy evening of December 5th, 2017, Jacob drove down a dark, deserted road toward another abandoned mine, unaware of what awaited him underground.
The Slenderman ass.
Okay, that's the portal to the Waldeck mine. I'm in.
What the fuck? Why are we going in here at night? What is this, Outlast 3? What are we doing? What the is this dead ass?
Side. The wind has kind of died down a little bit and it's not raining,
Yo!
so I managed to stay dry. Of course, I'm inside this little alcove kind of, but anyway, you come down this little incline path and then big boulders here you have to climb over, and then the tunnel's right behind me this way. So let's check it out. Let's get in here.
At first, everything seemed normal, almost calm, but the deeper he ventured, the stronger a strange feeling of unease grew inside him as he passed beneath rotting wooden beams, barely holding back the crushing weight of the earth. After more than 15 minutes of walking, something strange appeared on camera.
We're going to take this branching tunnel that we skipped on the way in.
Do you see that white light appear further down? Did you just see the white light appear further down the main haulage tunnel in the dark and on the right-handed side of the screen as I panned left? Strange. I didn't see it. Replay?
I'm assuming that X means a dead end or somebody died.
A faint flash of light deep in the tunnel, like a distant
I did
flashlight
see that, yeah.
beam. Though Jacob didn't notice it at the time, moments later, disturbing sounds began to echo through the tunnel. Soft, whisper-like noises coming from somewhere just out of sight.
Do you hear that? Sounds like, what, is that wind?
That is whispering.
Can you, I don't know if you can hear that on the camera. Do you hear that?
Did this nigga find hell? What the fuck? This nigga found the portal to hell. He just found the other world. Cause why would you pull up here and what the fuck am I listening to? I would have been gone.
Bye, have a beautiful time.
What the hell? No.
It stopped. Well, I don't know what that is. That doesn't sound like wind, but
get out of there.
That's crazy. Don't know if that's a bird or I don't know what that is. It almost sounds like snakes, but...
You sound like Voldemort, for real.
Wow. I've heard some weird stuff in mines, but that is definitely creepy. I don't know what that is. So let's get out of here and head back out to the portal. That was weird. I think I keep hearing something. That was strange.
It's following him.
I hear the air blowing here. Wow. I'm getting out of here.
You got a gun on you?
You can really hear that airflow.
Okay, so bring a gun when going skydiving. Noted.
I'm getting out of here and heading home.
Cave diving.
Uneasy, Jacob turned back toward the entrance, but on his way out, he noticed another tunnel he had missed before, and cautiously decided to investigate.
Looking down the tunnel here.
Gets out to go in. What? That's swinging. That one's swinging hard in the back.
I don't know why that one chain is swinging.
Why are you still there?
Don't know if you can see that in the video or not.
Inside, steel chains hung from the ceiling, ordinary at first glance, until he saw one of them slowly swaying back and forth, as if someone had just touched it. That was enough for Jacob. Realizing he was not alone, he immediately left the mine and never looked back. To this day, he still has no explanation for what happened in that tunnel. It remains an unsolved mystery.
Well, why? He almost became
This
whatever was
unsettling
whispering.
30-minute video was filmed by a man...
Wait, did that just say underground spider? Oh, fuck. And it's short. This one's like, it's at the end of the video, so I doubt it. But it's probably going to be something crazy.
Named Daniel, who entered a cave with 2 of his friends despite having no proper caving experience or equipment. Only a few minutes after going underground, they got lost, as anyone would expect. While searching for a way out, Daniel discovered a small chamber crawling with massive spiders.
Oh!
He sang it.
Spiders, but there's
Hey, that sounded like a perfect harmonic tone. Like, oh.
Oh!
Massive
That
spiders.
just sound-
Oh! I'm not scared of spiders, but there's a shitload of them.
Oh, man.
Okay, spiders, don't touch me and I won't touch you.
And to make things even
into it.
worse, one of his friends nearly became stuck between the cave walls. At first, the group tried to stay calm and act as if everything was under control. But as the video goes on, the tension rises and panic
They don't
slowly
have
begins
no
to take
light,
over.
no nothing.
Fortunately, after a terrifying struggle in the darkness, all 3 of them eventually managed to find their way out unharmed.
I know I'm not claustrophobic, but I am now.
Fucking idiots. Holy shit. But that was a crazy video, man. That was a great video. Great video. Shout out to Chezoid. Again, link will be down in the script. Now, as for y'all already know what to do with this shit, man. You know, follow me or don't. I'ma see you, bro. See you when I see you. Take it easy.
Good gas in the lean just to put me to sleep. My bitch, she a girl, so she love when I'm deep. Wild and out, how I be conceited. DJ D-Rec, how I cut to the beat.